very complete performance. I think it's to come here and play, make it very difficult for you. It's a difficult place to come. Yet now you have to defend your box well. You know, you have to be very strong on first and second balls. But I wanted that to be one focus, and I wanted the other focus to be how can we keep developing in the way we're playing on the ball. And that's what really pleased me today. Some of the passing and the movement in the team from minute one till the end of the game was very good, and feels like a nice step forward. I keep talking about the work that we need to do, but no, we're near the end of the road with that. Let's have a good performance, a really solid win.
Ziyech scored one today, set another one up. He scored in midweek as well. I know you've spoken about the quality that he brings, but is he doing it sooner than perhaps even you expected?
I expected a lot of him because I was very aware of his qualities. That's why we brought him to the club, and I think I've said it a bit now, but he brings a different quality to us with his eye for a pass and his receiving and his crossing and everything, his assist making. But what I've seen since he's been here as well is his absolute personality when he plays to want the ball. His work rate off the ball is very, very good as well. And he's brought those qualities and he comes in with a real confidence. He's definitely given us a big boost. His demeanour, the way he plays. Two games in a few days with a trip to Russia in between for him after being out for so long. Been a really good start for him.
Okay, and then we move on.
Okay, all right. 3 goals against Burnley, 4 in midweek, and now 4 clean sheets in a row. Do you sense that you're getting into your stride?
Well, certainly we've had a nice bit of momentum from that week. You know, a draw at Manchester United and a clean sheet, and then 2 performances that have progressively got better. And I felt it. I felt it at the start of the season. We brought in players who didn't have pre-season. We haven't had that work in time. So the work is happening, and it's happening. And I knew that we couldn't throw everything up in the air and it would all land perfectly. So we're working against that. As I say, we're definitely not at the end of the road, but the clean sheets are a great sign of a spine in the team. Thiago and Edu Mendy have massively helped that, but the group, the way we're defending with the mentality. And today was really positive on the ball. So, yeah, you know, again, I'm not going to jump up and down after a win like this, but it was a really positive day.
Okay, raise your hand if you'd like. Next question, please. Rory Dollard.
Hi, Frank. Just wondered if you could update us on Christian. Obviously, he was pulled out of the starting 11. How is he?
Yeah, Christian had a small sensation in his hamstring. So we had to pull him. He couldn't play the game where he felt that in a sort of part of the warm-up. So we'll have to scan it. He's frustrated. He's got fit. He's played 3 games. I kind of rested him in a week. He comes on and scores. So keen to do well for us, but we'll have to scan him and see how it is. I can't give you a time on it until we've seen that.
Ollie Harbord.
Hi, Frank. Can I just ask, do you feel like you're finding the balance of your side now? Obviously, with the clean sheets and the way that everyone attacked and the way you had Mount and Havertz and kind of the number 8 roles, it felt like the balance was really there for you today. Yeah,
there was certainly balance there today. And we worked on that. And even though we can't work so much physically, we talked about it a lot yesterday and on the training ground. And that's part of the process. When we brought in new players, they have to feel each other. Not just what I tell them, it's their relationships on the pitch. So again, I don't want to jump to the end and say that our balance is now done. We have to continue working at that. But when you are keeping clean sheets, when you are scoring goals, you're going in the right direction. But I really enjoyed the performance today. That's what I liked, some of the angles we were making and receiving the ball through the lines and playing. We were much more positive and aggressive in our style of forward passing. And I think that is part of the process and part of the work. So, yeah, it's a nice step forward and we need to continue.
Okay, any more hands for today? Liam Twomey.
Hi, Frank.
Hi, Liam.
I wanted to ask you about Ben Chilwell. He was Chelsea's most attacking player at times, but he never seems to, be out of position defensively. And he in general looks like he's been playing for Chelsea for years. He's settled so quickly. I mean, what have you made of his impact since coming into the team?
Yeah, it's been a really positive impact. It's an important part of how I want us to play is involving our fullbacks in an offensive sense. And I'm not taking away that defensive thing because I agree with what you said. I thought him and Reece today perfectly found the moments to get involved and join in high areas of the pitch, perfectly recovered to their position to get ready for second balls with what was coming at us today. But I think Chile, part of the reason for bringing him to the club was to bring that. He covers a lot of high intensity distance in games where he's joining and getting high up the pitch. we haven't utilised it enough in the last 2 or 3 performances, I've got to say. So it was something we talked about a lot yesterday and I worked on with the team. And we saw a little bit of that today, and the balance of when they went and our midfield eights, dropped out slightly. I thought we were finding different lines very well. And with the qualities of Chile playing like that, then we have to utilise them, and trying to get him high up the pitch at times is a big deal for us. So I'm really pleased. And it'll get better. We'll get better. He's still settling in. I think there's still a lot to come from Chile.
Okay, that's going to complete today's review. We're going to do a quick Mondays. So this next Mondays we'll have a 22:30 embargo on it of Sunday night. Okay.